Ever feel like you're just treading water, like, just barely keeping your head above the surface?
Yeah.
That's the reality for so many millions of people out there, or we're
Right.
stuck in survival jobs.
Hmm.
These are the jobs we do just to get by,
Right.
not the jobs that light our souls on fire.
Yeah.
It's a struggle that really goes way beyond just like a bad boss or low pay.
Totally.
It's this cycle that ends up impacting like every aspect of our lives,
Uh-huh.
from our finances to our well-being and even our dreams for the future.
Yeah, for sure.
So today we are diving deep into the whole survival job thing,
Okay.
why they're so detrimental, who they impact the most, and most importantly, how to break free
Yeah.
and start designing a life that you're actually excited about.
These jobs, they can often feel like a trap,
Yeah.
like disguised as this lifeline.
Right.
We're drawn to them for that stability, but they can actually lead to stagnation.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not just our bank accounts that suffer.
Right.
Our souls take a hit, too.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So let's unpack this a little bit. What makes these survival jobs so toxic?
Okay.
Like beyond just the paycheck.
Often the wages, they just barely cover those basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
Rent, groceries, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Saving, investing, pursuing like other better opportunities.
Right.
They almost become these distant dreams.
They do.
And benefits.
Yeah.
Like healthcare retirement plans.
Forget about it.
They're non-existent.
It really is like this constant state of survival mode
Yeah.
with no room to breathe, let alone actually thrive.
Right.
And we can't forget the emotional cost
Oh, yeah.
of this kind of work.
Absolutely. The pressure, just this relentless pressure of making ends meet can really chip away at our sense of self-worth.
Yeah.
We start to question our abilities.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
think our dreams are impossible.
Oh, totally.
That inner spark, that
Right.
ambition we once had,
Yeah.
it just dims under the weight of trying to keep our heads above water.
It's like running on a hamster wheel. You're expending all this energy, but going absolutely nowhere.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Survival jobs, they rarely give us, transferable skills
Right.
or open doors to better opportunities.
Yeah.
So we get stuck in this loop that becomes more and more difficult to escape.
Yeah. And then on top of all of that,
Yeah.
the stress, the burnout, the lack of time for self-care,
Yeah.
it really takes a toll on our health.
Oh, it does. It's a sneaky attack on our well-being
It is.
with long-lasting consequences.
So who is most susceptible
Right.
to falling into this survival job trap?
It's not limited to a single demographic.
Okay.
You see young people entering the workforce,
Mm-hmm.
parents who are juggling bills, gig workers lacking that security,
Yeah.
even overqualified people
Right.
settling for jobs that are beneath their skill level.
Wow.
They can all find themselves caught in this trap.
So it sounds like there's a common thread here
There is.
connecting these diverse groups.
It's vulnerability.
Yeah.
Survival jobs prey on people who need that income now. Right. And often they just don't have the resources or the support or even the time to wait for something better.
So we've established that survival jobs can be detrimental.
Yeah.
Financially, emotionally, physically.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an escape plan?
Yeah.
A way to actually break free from this cycle?
Absolutely. The first step is reclaiming our vision.
Okay.
We need to ask ourselves, what does my ideal life actually look like?
Mm.
And do it without censorship.
Yeah.
Really.
Right.
Even if it seems far off, just writing it down, visualizing it,
Okay.
that gives us a North Star,
I love that.
a guiding light to help us navigate out of that survival mode.
So that's a powerful starting point.
It is.
But how do we bridge the gap between, that dead-end job
Yeah.
and a life that's actually in alignment with that vision?
It's about shifting our focus from resumes to skills.
Okay.
Because survival jobs, they rarely equip us with the tools we need to actually advance.
Right.
So we have to carve out the time for self-education, even if it's just 30 minutes a day.
Yeah. Think online courses, workshops, finding a mentor. Yeah. Anything that builds valuable skills for the long term.
That sounds really daunting
Yeah.
when you're already stretched so thin.
It is.
How do you find the time and the resources for self-improvement?
Resourcefulness is
Yeah.
key.
Okay.
Free online resources, community programs,
Mm-hmm.
even borrowing books from the library can make a difference.
I like that.
It's about taking ownership
Yeah.
of our growth, no matter how small those steps may seem.
So what about the financial aspect of this?
Right.
Because investing in yourself can feel almost impossible
It can.
when you're struggling to make ends meet.
You're right. It's a tough spot to be in, but Even with a tight budget, mastering our finances can create that breathing room.
Okay.
Building even a small emergency fund, like even $500,
Mm-hmm.
gives us options and reduces the fear of taking a chance on something better.
Can you give us an example of how even a small amount
Sure.
can create a ripple effect? I knew someone who was completely trapped in a soul-crushing job.
Okay.
They decided to save $500 no matter what. They cut back on things,
Yeah.
picked up a side hustle, and eventually reached their goal.
And so did that $500 really make a difference?
It did. That safety net gave them the courage to quit their terrible job
Wow.
and take a new opportunity.
That's amazing.
It was a risk, but it paid off. They landed a job.
Good for them.
That was a better fit. It paid more
Wow.
and opened doors for even further growth.
So that $500 wasn't just money.
It wasn't.
It represented something bigger.
It represented their commitment to themselves and to their future.
Yeah.
It was the key that unlocked their escape from that survival job trap.
I love that. That story is so inspiring.
It is.
It proves that even small steps can lead to massive change.
Yeah, it's a testament to the power of our mindset.
Totally.
You know, we're not defined by our current circumstances.
Right.
We have the power to shape our own narratives.
It's easy to get caught up
Yeah.
in the daily grind and forget about our dreams,
Yeah.
our passions, our potential.
Right.
So it's time to reclaim those aspirations.
But you know, this issue, it goes beyond personal responsibility too.
Okay.
Survival jobs, they exist because of systemic issues
Right.
within our economic structure.
Yeah.
They perpetuate this cycle of poverty and dependence for a lot of people.
So it's not solely about individual effort,
Right.
but acknowledging those larger structural forces at play.
Exactly. We need to address both individual empowerment
Right.
and systemic change.
Got it.
On an individual level, we can equip people with the knowledge,
Yeah.
the skills, the resources to break free.
Right.
But on a societal level, we need to create a more equitable system
Yes.
that provides opportunities for everyone to thrive, not just survive.
So how can we challenge this system,
Yeah.
advocate for a more just and equitable work environment?
It starts with raising awareness.
Okay.
We need to have open and honest conversations about this issue. Break the stigma and shame that's associated with survival jobs.
Absolutely.
People need to know they're not alone.
Right.
This is a systemic problem, and there are solutions.
Okay, so we need to kind of shift the blame away from individuals.
Yeah.
And towards understanding the bigger picture. about
Exactly.
empowering people with tangible solutions.
Like advocating for policies that promote fair wages,
Right.
affordable housing,
Yeah.
accessible education, quality healthcare.
Yeah.
These are basic human rights
They are.
that directly impact a person's ability to escape survival jobs and build a better future.
And it's not just about top-down solutions, right?
Right.
We need to support community initiatives
Yeah.
and grassroots movements,
Exactly.
empowering workers and creating more equitable opportunities.
Things like worker cooperatives,
Okay.
community-owned businesses, skills training programs that are
Wow.
tailored to specific community needs.
So investing in solutions that come from the ground up,
Yes.
driven by the people most affected by this issue.
Exactly.
This has been a really eye-opening conversation.
It has.
It's clear that escaping the survival job trap
Yeah.
requires both individual effort
Right.
and collective action for systemic change.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
By working together,
Mm-hmm.
we can create a world where everyone has the opportunity to pursue meaningful work
Totally.
that allows them not just to survive,
Right.
but to thrive.
So for our listeners out there
Yeah.
who are feeling stuck in a survival job,
Right.
feeling like they're on that hamster wheel going nowhere,
Yeah.
what message would you like to leave them with?
You are not alone,
Okay.
and you are capable of so much more
Yeah.
than just surviving.
Mm.
Don't let a job define you.
Right.
You have the power to reclaim your dreams,
Yeah.
your passions, your potential.
Love that.
And remember, support systems and resources are available
Yes.
to help you every step of the way.
That is a powerful and encouraging message.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your insights. Of course.
And your passion for this issue,
Yeah.
your dedication to creating a more just and equitable world of work.
It's a cause I'm very passionate about.
It is.
Everyone deserves to live a life filled with purpose and meaning.
Totally.
And I believe by working together, we can make that a reality.
We can. Before we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
Let's recap some key takeaways for our listeners.
Yeah,
We've covered a lot of ground today,
we have.
and it's important to distill these insights into actionable steps.
Certainly, here's a recap of what we discussed
Okay.
and what you can do to start taking control of your work life.
This is great.
First, recognize that you're in a survival job.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't about shame or blame.
Right.
It's about awareness.
Yeah.
Once you acknowledge that cycle,
Okay.
you can start to break free.
Awareness is key.
It is.
It's the first step towards change.
Next, reclaim your vision.
Okay.
What does your ideal life actually look like?
Yeah.
What are your passions, your skills, your values?
All right. Write it down, create a vision board, or just reflect on what truly matters to you.
Love that.
This vision, it'll guide your career path.
Having a clear vision acts as a compass,
It does.
directing our efforts.
Then invest in yourself.
Okay.
Survival jobs, they rarely offer growth opportunities. So take charge of your development.
Right.
Take online courses, attend workshops, learn new skills, pursue further education.
It's about prioritizing our growth and development, even amidst a hectic schedule.
Build a support network.
Okay.
Surround yourself with people who believe in you, support your goals,
Yeah.
offer guidance and encouragement.
Having a strong support system is so crucial
It is.
for motivation and accountability.
Master your money.
Okay.
Even with a limited budget, financial literacy is essential.
Right.
Create a budget.
Yeah.
Track your expenses. Build an emergency fund. Explore ways to increase your income.
So financial empowerment provides that stability.
It does.
And flexibility to pursue our aspirations.
And finally, take action.
Okay.
It's easy to overthink and plan
Yeah.
without taking concrete steps.
Right.
Start small.
Mm.
Set achievable goals.
Okay.
Break them down into manageable tasks.
Yeah.
And celebrate each milestone.
I like that.
Remember progress over perfection.
Those are fantastic takeaways.
Yeah.
Practical, actionable, and empowering.
Thank you.
Thanks for outlining those so clearly.
My pleasure. I believe everyone can create a work life,
Yeah.
that is fulfilling and meaningful.
Right.
And I hope this conversation
Yeah.
inspires our listeners to take that first step
Mm-hmm.
toward achieving those dreams.
And remember, it's not just about individual effort.
Right.
We need to advocate for change at a systemic level.
Totally.
Support policies that promote economic justice.
Yeah.
And create a world where everybody can thrive,
Yes.
not just survive.
Absolutely. It's a collective responsibility.
It is.
We all play a role in creating a more just and equitable world of work.
Yeah, let's shift gears a little bit and dive into maybe a personal story
Sure.
that illustrates these principles in action.
I'd love to share a story that showcases these concepts.
Okay.
I once knew a young woman, Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
who was stuck in a dead-end retail job.
It's so easy to feel that way.
It is.
You know, when you're in a survival job,
Right.
it's like your dreams can seem so distant.
Okay.
When you're constantly putting out fires, no time for anything else.
Sarah worked long hours.
Yeah.
For minimum wage, no benefits.
Oh, wow.
Exhausted, stressed.
Right.
Felt like she was going nowhere.
That feeling of being on that hamster wheel,
Yeah.
constantly running,
Yeah.
but not making any real progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's all too common.
But Sarah had a spark.
Okay.
She refused to let her situation define her.
Good for her.
So she started small,
Yeah.
taking free graphic design courses online
Mm-hmm.
during her lunch breaks after work.
Wow.
Saved every penny she could to buy a used laptop
Okay.
and design software.
So it's amazing how those small steps
They are.
can lead to big progress
They do.
when you have that commitment.
Sarah's dedication paid off.
Good.
She started taking on freelance projects,
Okay.
building her portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
building her confidence.
Right.
She networked with other designers online,
Yeah.
attended those local design meetups.
So even while working this demanding job,
Yeah.
she's actively building her skills, network experience.
Exactly. She created her own opportunities.
I love that.
And eventually she landed a full-time graphic design position
Wow, good for her.
at a small marketing agency.
That's great.
Now, it wasn't her dream job,
Okay.
but it was a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
It paid better offered benefits.
Right.
And most importantly, allowed her to use her skills
Yeah.
and grow as a designer.
What an inspiring story
It is.
of resilience and determination.
Yeah.
It shows that even when starting from a place of disadvantage, you can create a path towards a more fulfilling life.
It all comes down to mindset.
Yeah,
Sarah refused to be a victim of her circumstances.
totally.
She took charge of her future.
Yeah.
And made things happen.
We have to shift from that scarcity mindset
Yes.
to one of abundance.
Exactly.
Believe in yourself, believe in your potential,
Right.
and believe that you deserve a life full of purpose and joy.
I think that's a perfect note to end on.
It is.
You know, believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in yourself. Never give up on those dreams.
Thank you for sharing your insights and your passion.
It's been my pleasure.
Our listeners will find this conversation incredibly valuable.
I hope so. I hope it empowers people to break free from those survival jobs.
Yes.
And create a life they truly love.
And remember, we're all in this together.
We are.
Let's support each other. Advocate for that systemic change.
Yeah.
And build a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in to The Deep Dive.